Alright, this is Christ Be Magnified by Cory Asbury in the key of C major, and I'm going to be playing it with the capo on the 3rd fret, and this is basically how I'd play it if I was the only guitar player. And yeah, I'm going to do a full kind of tutorial just talking about the parts, and then I'll do a playthrough at the end. The tempo is right around like 72 usually BPM, and for the intro, it's very quiet on the track with piano, but I usually play with it, just kind of matching that lead line. So it's the 9th fret on the G string, and then the 8th on the B, and then 10, 9, 7 on the D string. Sometimes we do it twice, but yeah. Pretty simple. Verse 1, I'm quiet. I usually just don't play anything. And then there's a little turnaround after the first verse where we'll do that intro again. And then going into verse 2. In verse 2, I'm not doing much. I'm kind of just like swelling the chords, really. So I do this like G shape for C. So I'm on the 5th fret here with my pointer finger, and the 8th with my pinky, so I'm doing 5, 5, 8. I'm kind of just strumming or like swelling those chords, and then making it 5, 6, 8. And do that twice. And then for the minor, I'm going 9, 10, 8. And then 10, 10, 8. And I'm saying these frets like top down, G, B, E strings, if that's helpful. And then I slide it up to the 12th fret and the 10th fret. And then just end with like an A chord, which is basically C, since we're capoing. Then we get into the first chorus. And first chorus is relatively lower in dynamic volume, but I play the same thing as I would if it was the bigger chorus. I just do it with less gain, added. So I'm keeping the A string, which is actually a C, open, kind of like droning that. I'm starting with the D string on the 10th fret, and then having the B string be my 3rd note that I'm playing on the 8th fret. And the picking pattern sounds like this. And then I'm just kind of moving it up and down. So I start there, and then slide up to the 12th, and then up to the 15th, with my pointing finger on the 13th. And then go down 1, and then all the way to the 7th. Back up to 12, back up to 15, and then up 2 more, so it's up to 17. And then I do it again. So I'll play it through slowly just so you can hear it, but we just repeat that twice. And yeah, that's pretty much exactly how I play it for chorus 1. We go from there into another turnaround, which is the same intro. Or if you want to do it higher up the octave, if you're kind of like growing dynamically, you can do it on the 12th fret of the E string to the 15th, and then 13, 12 on B, 14 on G. So I usually do it up there just to make it different. And then we get into verse 3. In verse 3, I'll usually turn on a bit more gain, not like a crazy amount, but I'll turn on a little bit of gain. And I drone the open A string again, and I'm just hitting the 10th fret on the D string. So I'm doing like 3 hits on the D, 1 on the A. Do that for a few times, and then at the part where he sings like in one enraptured him, you do the 5th fret on the B and G strings, and then go up to 5, 6, and then 7, 8. So you're sliding up 2 frets, back down. Then I add that 8th fret on the pinky. So it's just like building up to the chorus, and then chorus 2, you do the same thing, just with more gain. And that brings you into the bridge. Now the bridge, it starts relatively lower in dynamics, and I'll usually kind of swell or strum the chords first and then go into plucking them. So it's 12, 10, 12 on the G, B, and E strings. So I usually like strum or swell it the first time or two. Then it's 12, 13, 10. And then it goes back to the first one. And then this is the tricky one. You slide all the way up to the 16th fret, right there, and then 13, and then 15. So I kind of play it like this, which is a little awkward, but you could also play it like that, whatever is more comfortable. And you kind of, you just build with that. So you're building, adding more gain. And then as you're building and building, it kind of just goes into another chorus. And sometimes for this chorus, we'll double it, so we'll do it twice. If that's the case, the first time we do the chorus, I'll do that same thing. And then the second time, we'll change it up. If you're just going to do that last chorus once, then usually I would do this. So it's kind of like that D shape for the C chord on the 12th, 13th fret. And I just hit the 13th and 12th on the B and G strings. And then go up to the 15th. That's pretty much it. It just kind of is a nice way to end the song on a high note. And that's what I do usually for the last chorus. If you do a bridge reprise at the very, very end, which we sometimes do, I like to change it up and kind of just play the bottom 2 strings of those same chord shapes. So instead of playing, I'd just be strumming the bottom 2. And then kind of like building into that plug. So yeah, that just makes it a bit more fun. I'll just follow the track for the sake of this tutorial or this playthrough, and you can hear everything just in more context.
From north to south,